here? Well, I'm gonna get a lot of hate mail on this one, and maybe I shouldn't even open my mouth. But hey, this is YouTube, a place to share views and opinions. I'm sure I'll hear from all the modern feminists and men who think they are somehow defending women's rights by attacking me. But we'll see. The important thing I need to make clear is that I'm not trying to bash Western women. I'm just stating my honest opinion on the situation as I see it. Not all Western women fit the category I'm about to describe, not even close to a majority of them. But there's enough of them in your Western cultures to cause an imbalance in your society when it comes to the roles of men and women. Something's not right in your homeland anymore, and you feel it in your bones. Now, the textbook definition of feminism is advocating for women's rights on the basis of equality of the sexes, which I agree with completely, and I think any sane person does. But this movement has somehow been corrupted and turned into a weapon used against men in the West. To me, modern feminism now appears to be sort of man-bashing and anti-masculinity thing and quest for superior, not equal status. Feminism was supposed to be about equal rights, but I thought your culture achieved that decades ago. Maybe I'm behind the times, but what rights do men have in the West that women don't already enjoy? So what's the goal of modern feminism and what has it gotten you? Falling marriage rates, now the lowest on record in the US, to the point where you can't even sustain your own population. Men choosing not to even interact with women at all for fear of losing their job because of a misunderstood comment or an accusation that they're being creepy. Well, men aren't fools, especially after surviving a costly divorce or two, and they realize that marriage to a Western woman, where the divorce courts are usually stacked against the man, just isn't a good deal for them anymore. What's the benefit? More than half of the marriages in the West end in divorce, and the man's usually left with no family, half his assets, if he's lucky, and not even his own kids. So why are men flooding into Southeast Asia? Well, it's really a question of supply and demand. What do Western men want? Pretty, feminine women who find them desirable and less likely to leave them. What do Filipinas want? Loving, stable men, regardless of age, who will appreciate them and make them feel safe and loved. Well, your part of the world has surplus of available men, and this part of the world has a surplus of feminine women. We have a match, folks, so it's no surprise to see Western men relocating here or bringing a Filipina back to the West. But what exactly is more feminine about the Filipina compared to many of today's Western women? Well, a feminine woman has physical features and behaviors that men are biologically attracted to. Long hair, a slender figure, a pleasant, happy personality, a desire to keep herself properly groomed and pleasing to her mate, a culture that includes loyalty to your partner and family, and a sense of responsibility for their happiness. Those things are feminine, and all those things do exist here. Now, some people might try to include submissiveness into the description of a feminine woman and say that Filipinas are somehow robots, slaves, or toys for Western men. Well, in my opinion, those people are just wrong. Sure, there are Filipinas that are too submissive, just like you'd find everywhere else in the world. But feminine does not mean submissive. I consider myself to be very feminine, but I'd only accept a partner who wanted an equal share of control in a relationship. See, I'm a feminist too, when feminism actually means equality. So why are Western feminists less attractive to men? I don't mean to be harsh, but there's obviously a growing epidemic of obesity in the West. It's becoming a problem here too, but hasn't nearly reached the same level. On top of that, many Western women seem to prefer shorter hair, less feminine clothing, and visible tattoos covering large portions of their bodies. Add to that, a more aggressive dominant attitude that's often hostile towards men in general, and what you have is a recipe for disaster. And if that wasn't enough, Many of these women also have an inflated sense of entitlement and expect men to adore them no matter their size or attitude. Well, biology just doesn't work like that. You can't demand that someone find you attractive, and most men will simply never be attracted to a morbidly obese woman with a tattoo that says "girl power" across their neck. So what are Western men to do? Stay in his country with women who look and act more and more like men every day, who treat him like a disease instead of a desirable mate? Try to find a woman that hasn't been infected with modern feminism yet? Maybe give up on women altogether. Or he can look to a new country where women are still feminine, attractive, and only want to make him the center of their universe. The choice is yours. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Let's see. Long hair? Check. Slender figure? Check. A pleasant, happy personality?